Welcome back, RuleVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith. I got another property for you. This one's a third of an acre. I'm calling it third of an acre of woods and Powerline. And so let's take a look at this thing. Let's jump into RuleVacantLand.com. This is my little website here. It's got my picture, my phone numbers. Feel free to call me, ask questions about this one. I'll try to answer as best I can. We got $899 for the price. It's a third of an acre. It's in Sharp County, Arkansas. And so we look at this thing. I'll pull up some pictures. See if we can get that picture. Yeah, so there's a picture going by here. There's a property here. It's in the woods. There's a bunch of trees. There's a dirt road in front of it. There's a power line like right in front of the property. There's a little house across the street. I think it's a double wide trailer, mobile home, house trailer, whatever you want to call it. And north-south going road. And some pine, looks like some, it might even be cedar. Maybe cedar trees, maple, oak trees. A lot of oaks in the area. And let's look at some of the other pictures. So get some pictures from above, satellite pictures. There's a Walmart over here. It's not very far away in Ash Flat. A couple, less than 10 minutes drive. There's some nice lakes over here. I don't know if my hand falls off the screen, but the lake up top is Diamond Lake. The one down below is Crown Lake. There's a marina at that lake. The bigger lake's got a nice marina with boathouse. You can rent a spot to keep your boat on the lake. You can just drive over there and go drive around the lake in your boat anytime you want. There's a boat launch. You could just keep the boat on a trailer and trailer it over there. It's a big bass fishing tournament. Goes to that lake every summer. The Bass Masters Classic. I used to watch that on TV as a kid. You know, the bass guys going to all the different lakes. They would go to Diamond Lake. And this is Diamond Lake. So there's Diamond Lake over here, and they catch some big old. I think it was largemouth bass. Pretty sure it was largemouth bass. I don't think it's smallmouth there. And yeah, so here's just a square piece of land in the trees, little road in the back, little road in the front. A bunch of different pictures, cartoons. So if you want to take a look at these pictures, go to RuleVacantLand.com. There's a website down below. It's in the description of this video. Go to the description, and it's the first thing in the description is a link. It'll take you back to this website, and you can look at these pictures. You can study the pictures, look at the maps, play with the maps. Zoom in, zoom out, put your address in there to get directions, all kinds of stuff, right? So here we are again. We're in the map. And again, I'm going to point out there's a power line right there. You can see the power line right across the street from the property. So there's a power line right there. There's this house across the street. Now, the thing about this map that you got to understand is this side where the property is in the neighborhood. It's in Horseshoe Bend neighborhood. This side that's got the mobile home over here, that's in the county. That's in, it doesn't have the neighborhood restrictions. So this side of the street, they want you to build 1,000 square foot. That's the roof. So 1,000 square foot roof area over whatever it is you're building. They want 850 square foot of that to be like heated, drywall, got some studs with some, electricity and plumbing, regular home built kind of home over here. So 850 square foot minimum, 250 of that could be like a covered porch or a carport or maybe a mud room or something, place where you wash the dog, I don't know. But 1,000 square foot roof coverage is where you got to start. Something that big or bigger to build on this property. You can't put a mobile home. This mobile home across the street's in the county, not in the neighborhood. So this side's the neighborhood. So here's the road, and you can drive right up to it. And if you want to build a cabin in the woods, there's a bunch of woods right here on your own land you can buy for hardly any money. And go for it. Across the street over here is a big swamp hole. I was right behind my head over here. There's a swamp hole over here. And I was looking at flood maps and that kind of thing, and none of this comes up in the flood maps. You don't have to worry about that. The official flood maps anyway. There might be some local thing that gets you. So go look in there and see if there's like a spring or something hiding in the woods. I doubt it. Or else it'd be greener. It would look like this swamp hole down here. So if we zoom out, we'll see the little town over here. So there's a town over here. So on this side up here is a town. There's a Walmart in here. The lakes are over on the side. If we turn the map on, let's turn the map on. Okay, so this smaller lake right here, that's Diamond Lake. And if I move them closer, I might be able to reach them. So this one up here is, this is Crown Lake. And there's a marina right down this part in here. There's a marina. They've got a fake beach. I don't know if it's fake. It's real. They made it. It didn't come that way. That's why I call it fake. But they built a beach. So there's a beach on the side of this lake. And see, there's a public or, being part of that neighborhood, you can go use that beach. So they've got a boat launch over here, so you can launch your boats up here at the boat launch. They've got a house here that you can keep your boat in. So if you want to park your boat and you drive up and walk out the dock and turn it on and go drive around the lake, you can go do that here. So there's a nice place to rent to keep your boat. As we zoom out, this is where they have the big bass fishing tournaments in this diamond or this Crown Lake. So there's a bunch of houses around the lake, docks and things. Beautiful lake, really beautiful looking lake. There's a little airport up on the screen over here. So I'm not sure where that airport goes, but there's a little airport in town. You might look at it. There might be flights in and out of there to get in and out of the area. But if we zoom out some more, you'll see what part of the world we're in. So I'm going to turn over the map, and you can see this big sea of green, right? So if I could reach the whole thing, it'd just be green. There we go, that angle. So green, green, green. Everywhere is green. That's all the Ozark Mountains. And so there's a lot of natural beauty in those mountains. There's a lot of land that goes up and down. It's hard to build roads on. It's hard to build houses on. And that's the Ozark Mountains. That's the National Forest, the Ozark National Forest. And it's spread all over this area. And so you've got lots of hunting and fishing and exploring to do on all that natural forest. There's lakes and streams galore, just going on and on and on through a couple different states, from like Missouri, Arkansas, going into Oklahoma. Yeah, so that's a big piece of it. So this line here, I don't know if you can see it so well, but just over the top of my head, right up here, that's the state line. So below that's Arkansas, north of that's Missouri. So we're really close to the Missouri border. We're in northern Arkansas, just a little further up is Missouri. Over here behind me on this side, well, this side over here, that's Memphis is over there. Little Rock is over here. And so, you know, I got Little Rock and Memphis on either side, and then this property, if I can do it, is up over here. So we're not too far from either of those towns. Okay, enough of me making a fool of myself on the maps. Let's jump back to ruralvacantland.com. And we've got a buy it now button on here. So if you want to buy this one, you can click on that and you can start filling out your information. I'm asking $899. There's title. So you put your title information in here. You say, you know, my name is, like the example on here is Luke Smith and Jane Smith, joint with rights of survivorship. You know, so if you was like you and your spouse, you could put your names on there. If it's like you and your brother, you might want to do joint tenants, you know, so each piece goes on to each family of that person. There's multiple different titles you could use to own this property, and you could research that on the internet. You could ask me. I'm not going to give you advice, but I'll tell you what other people use in your scenario. And so here's a tax address here. That is where the future tax bills will be sent. It's where I'm going to send the deed when this thing gets recorded. Contact information, fill out that contact information box, and it'll help me get in touch with you if I have any questions, comments, or call you and say thanks for buying the property from me. Like that would be nice if you put your contact information in there. And then there's hit the next button and click a couple things there. Hit the next button and go for it, and that starts asking for payment information. So it's $899. Looks like the elevation on this one's 742 feet. Mississippi River over there is probably like 150 foot. So it's like 600 foot up off the Mississippi River Basin, getting up into these hills. You get different climate, different weather. You get out of the humidity. You get a lot more seasonality, if you will. So there's GPS coordinates up there. And you can click on that green GPS over on the screen, and that'll give you driving directions straight to the property. You can follow these other GPS here as you walk around the property to show you the outline of the property. Their taxes on this thing has been about $20 a year. And I got a little disclaimer on here on this one that says it might take me up to maybe 2 months to get this deed into your name. So there's a small chance that somebody comes back and pays the taxes. Somebody didn't pay the tax on this property in the past. And so I've got an open notice out there that they got to pay the tax like right away or else they lose it forever. And so I got to give them a certain amount of time. They get a little bit of time to pay the tax. If you're watching this video and this is your old property, go pay those taxes and you'll get it back. And then whoever buys this property, if someone else is paying the taxes off, I'll refund them. I'll give them their money back or show them other properties. Maybe they want a different property instead, but give them their money back. So that's the disclaimer in the meantime. It's a disclaimer until that tax loophole gets fully settled, and then I can deed it over for sure. So there's a Walmart here, and it's like 15 minutes from the property. That's the Ash Flat one. There's there's some schools. Here's a post office is like 10 minutes from the property. And here's a hospital. It's not too very far away. A gas station's pretty close. Just saying there's supplies in the area, right? You're not totally out in the middle of nowhere. Some people say, Luke, your property is so far out, I gotta get an extra gas tank on my truck to get there and back. It's not one of those properties. This one's a lot closer to civilization and still really cheap. So it looks like you can drive right up to it. Powerline, dirt road, $899, build a cabin in the woods and go for it. So if you're interested in buying this property, hit that buy it now button, go make it happen. And if you got questions, comments, please feel free to put them in the comments below in this video or pick up the phone, give me a call, and I'll try to help. Thank you. See you in the next video.